So I have a hypothetical real situation that could have happened but may not have really happened, but I want to discuss it anyway as a real estate agent. So I was shown a house and someone came along to kind of assist the buyers and kind of give them some input, and ends up the buyers I was working with didn't quite like the house, but the person that came along did. And we were going through and looking at the house, and I could immediately tell that this other person did not have a favorable view of real estate agents. Understandable, don't take offense to it. Other people may have the same view. But here's what happened, is they said, hey, I really like this place and I might want to buy it. And I said, well, I'd be happy to be your real estate agent, and if you're my client, one thing that's going to happen with this market is probably going to be a multiple offer situation. I can give you some strategies to do that. I can put you in touch with a lender. We can kind of put together a good plan if you really want to put an effort forth to get this home. And the response was, I really don't need a real estate agent. I'm going to buy this house on my own. So I kind of sat back and thought for a minute, and I thought, no, why would anybody want to buy a home without a real estate agent? And I went through and actually have talked to a couple colleagues that have done this far longer than I have about this situation. And in all honesty, I can think of no reason why anybody would want to buy a home without a real estate agent. And as a matter of fact, I don't know how they would buy a home without a real estate agent. I've had people want to sell by owner, and that's a whole other topic for another day. But to buy a home without a real estate agent, I don't know why you would do that. For one, I'm going to be working on your behalf to get you in a situation with your lender, to get you a good offer put together, especially in a multiple offer situation. I'm going to work with the other agent to work out all the details. I'm going to be able to write your contract for you, and if the thought is that you're going to save money by not going through a real estate agent, on the seller side, that's an argument. On the buyer side, it's not going to cost you as the buyer anything. The seller pays all the commission. So I kind of stepped back and didn't want to offend the person, because again, don't want to offend anybody in this year because it's easy to do. But I kind of said, well, it would be to your benefit to have a real estate agent work with you if you're going to buy a home. And their reply was, no, I don't trust real estate agents, so I'm going to do this on my own. So we kind of parted ways, and I don't know that that person will be my client. Maybe someone else will have the opportunity to take them on. But just in that idea that, if you're going to buy a home, why not use a real estate agent? We're going to do all the work for you. We're going to work with you to get your documents in order. If a problem comes up, we're going to work with you to get your home inspection set up. Any issues that come up in the home inspection, we're going to work through this. We're going to work with the title company. That's what we do, and it doesn't cost the buyer anything to do that. The seller, they pay the commission. Now, closing costs and those ideas, those are an expense that the buyer would pay. But if somebody's going to buy without a real estate agent, they still have to pay those closing costs. So I don't know the motive of the person I'm talking about, hypothetically, of course. But I just wanted to pass this along because it's kind of a strange situation that came up. And I've not had anybody give me a rational reason why somebody would want to buy a home without going through a real estate agent. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please comment. I always like you to share my videos so that others can see these and extend the discussion. But if you're buying a home, I'd love to be your agent, but use a real estate agent. It makes the most sense. If you're selling, I'd love to be your agent also. And I know some people like to go by owner. I'd love to have that conversation with you as to why it would be to your benefit to use me, maybe someone else as your real estate agent if you're selling, but I would love to have that conversation. So with this topic, let's have a more detailed conversation. If people have different perspectives about why someone should buy a home without a real estate agent. Thank you.